What is up, everybody? It is Code Breaker. Oh, man. The echo is real, but it's okay. It's okay. All right. We're kicking this off now. The 146 podcast with the Sports Fan 216. Sports Fan with a Z, formerly known as Zack's Wrestling. This man, I've known him for a little while. He's our first non-pick guest on this show, so please give him a warm welcome wherever you are. And tell everybody about your channel and what you kind of do, and just some basic stuff before we get into it. 'Cause we got lots of stuff to discuss.
Yeah, I'm the Sports Fan 216. Again, if you guys know me, I was Zack's Wrestling. I had a big part in the YWC. I was friends with a couple people you may know. But yeah, 24 subscribers right now. I would love to hit about 50 to 100 before WrestleMania. So if you could, please subscribe to me. And I do sports videos, wrestling videos, and maybe even Walking Dead videos. But that the only time else. So let's get into this.
Yeah. But yeah, just please go subscribe to this guy. I mean, he had 300 subscribers as Zack's Wrestling, and you decided to shut it down. You weren't about that life no more, and you revamped your channel. And he's doing a really good job with his sports videos. He does consistent daily uploads for all different types of sports, and he used to do like weekend reviews and stuff like that, which was really fun to watch. And he does lots of good wrestling reviews too. So if you like wrestling, if you like sports, it's a combination of everything on his channel, so go check it out. But now, at the matter of hand, we are at a 21-day snap streak. Just kidding. But that is actually a true fact. But we're going to talk about Seth Rollins getting injured and more than likely going to be missing WrestleMania. What does this mean, and what's your thoughts on this, honestly?
Probably no direction really for Triple H or Samoa Joe, in my opinion, right now. Unless you throw Joe in a thing like the Battle Royal or something. Because that was really what he was brought up to really do, was to, I guess, do the bidding for Triple H. And now he could be possibly on the way to facing Triple H at SummerSlam when he comes back. Or does this open the door for Finn Balor? I'm not sure. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely probably the most crucial blow to the WWE. I mean, it's worse than last year, because last year it happened so far in advance that they had time to make changes. They had time to do the Survivor Series tournament, but this time they were really, really building up. Seth Rollins versus Triple H. That was the one of the biggest marquee matches on the card, behind Goldberg and Lesnar and oh my God, Undertaker and Roman Reigns. But going forward, I mean, it's really, really tough predicament that they're in, because Seth Rollins was going to face Triple H, and now Triple H does not have an opponent. I heard, and it was rumored that it was going to be Shane McMahon. I've heard Samoa Joe, which made no sense. I heard Finn Balor possibly, which there's nothing wrong with Finn Balor, but I don't know if you want to just go ahead and rush him into that feud. And we don't even know if he'll be 100% cleared by WrestleMania 33. So, I mean, that's something to really consider. Samoa Joe, the only thing that's a positive about this is how freaking badass and legit Samoa Joe looks after he took out Seth Rollins and laid him out and put him on the shelf on his first night. Samoa Joe captured this really specialness about him in NXT, and the fact that he came in one night and really out of nowhere. I mean, I would have preferred that he would have been in the Royal Rumble and won the damn thing, but sadly, he was not. But he looked so legit, and he looked so like he could honestly hurt you, and he legit destroyed Seth Rollins in one night, and they're going with this whole thing that was his job. Maybe he goes to SmackDown. Maybe he just did this one thing for Triple H, and he's just leaving. I don't know how they're going to address this, but I don't know if Rollins is going to be making it in time for WrestleMania 33. I've heard 4 to 6 months, and that's definitely going to make him miss WrestleMania 33, and it just puts him in such a tough situation. Who do you see Triple H facing since Seth Rollins is out at WrestleMania 33?
I mean, I had AJ Styles and Shane McMahon actually in mind, but now it could be Shane McMahon, Triple H. Then that leaves, where does AJ Styles go on the SmackDown side, and just leave so many questions. So,
yeah.
I mean, like you said, I mean, I wanted Samoa Joe to debut at the Royal Rumble. We got the wrong Samoan, as most people know.
Yeah, we did.
But yeah, I mean, I don't really know how this really hurts it. And possibly we now have our SummerSlam main event, maybe, if he can come back in time for that. But, I mean, it was probably the most built-up match because I don't know how many people want to see Brock and Goldberg 3 that we're probably going to get. And those were really the only two matches talked about, more like officially. So, I mean, I don't know. This is a huge blow to WWE, as you said.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, it's it sucks for them. It sucks for them. But props for Samoa Joe getting on the main roster. We'll see. Hopefully, I really am not intrigued by Shane McMahon and Triple H, but you know, I don't know. I guess something's better than nothing. You know, Triple H is going to have a WrestleMania match, and at what cost, really? So now let's move on from wrestling to The Walking Dead. I will also have timestamps just in case if you're not interested in The Walking Dead and you're interested in the Super Bowl, which is going to be our main event topic, and our wrestling topic obviously is this one. You can click off the video if you're not interested now, but I have timestamps labeled down below in the description box if you are wondering if you want to skip to a different subject or topic. Feel free to click that down below. But here we go, Walking Dead coming up next. All right, the mid-season finale took place. What was it? December-ish, yeah. December 12th. Yeah, my birthday. Pretty killer day. But wow, we left out with the hope and the possibility that, you know, Rick and the survivors of the Alexandrians are going to finally stand up to the Saviors and Negan and get some help from the Kingdom. Possibly Oceanside, and Dwight even, not Dwight Schrute from The Office, but Dwight, and honestly, it's I think it's looking really good. I mean, you're a huge Walking Dead fan. You got some knowledge, so let's hear it.
Well, obviously, if you guys watched the mid-season finale, you guys know how Negan was like begging for stuff and all that, and then when they were playing pool, he killed Spencer, and that was really a blow because. Like a lot of people in Alexandria have never seen anything like that before, so
right.
Scared they might be. Now Rick's got to huddle the team and kind of try to make a push. Obviously, they went to the hilltop and met up with Daryl, who did escape. Negan in his compound, I guess. Like a big question is, does Negan make a big kill here? The mid-season premiere. I mean. Well, I don't know. I was thinking about Aaron, maybe, even. I mean, he has, like, kind of a bigger role within Alexandria because he's one of the originals from there. So, Negan, a big kill. And does Rick have any, like, mid, I guess, alliance rivalries? Like, I heard Morgan, maybe even, from a couple YouTube channels.
Yeah.
And then when do they meet Ezekiel from the Kingdom? How intimidated are they of Shiva, the tiger?
Yep.
And when does Dwight finally turn on Negan, and will we get to see that?
Yeah. That's really interesting, man. The Walking Dead is definitely going into a direction that I'm looking forward to. And it honestly, not only did it make the actors perform in a different way, but it made the audience, you know, depressed and sad watching them go through all this kind of stuff. And, you know, Negan owning them, especially after the loss of Glenn, who's been there, you know, since, I guess, from an audio standpoint, since the first episode. But, you know, from seeing him in that, and Abraham going as well, not the biggest blow, but still, Abraham was pretty decent, in my opinion. You know, with this, I'm just really, really excited. I think that there's gonna be a lot more action sequences, and there's gonna be a lot more exciting things that we're gonna see. And like you said, now to my knowledge, after he kills Spencer, and what's her name, Arat or something like that, she kills the fat lady that that watches over. What'd you say?
With the glasses, yeah.
Yeah, her, yeah. So she gets killed, right? And sorry to insult her about her weight, but you know. Anyways, at that point, does Negan doesn't he leave Alexandria, right? He leaves.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Then he makes one last demand to Rick, and pretty much insults his guts and leaves.
Gotcha. That's right. I do remember that, and it was so cool to watch how. And it was actually a really cool concept that they had Rick watch it all,
Yeah.
and he went, to go on that. And but also, who is that? Who are those boots belong to? Who's that guy, or who is that gal? Who is that person?
That can very well be something very crucial in this storyline. I did not actually think about that.
Could it be a whisperer? Do we?
Who, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I this topic to my friends, and they still don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. I think that eventually there's going to be some hesitancy from King Ezekiel in the kingdom, I believe, because they're kind of doing fine on their own as long as they supply stuff and they're not really worried about it. But eventually I think Carol will come around and Morgan possibly. And honestly, from then on there, it's going to be really cool to see Dwight's motivation and how it's kind of changing and evolving. Now, let me ask you a question: who do you think freed Daryl? Was it Jesus? Was it Dwight? Or was it Dwight's somewhat wife?
X, the one that Negan took.
Yep.
Very well. I mean, if anybody here got really invested into what was going on, you guys would hear the way that they were talking with Daryl and Dwight's ex, Negan's wife, whatever. I guess the princess type figure of the Saviors, if you want to call her that.
Yes.
The way they were talking. You need to get out of here. Just telling him straight up. So there, I think it hinted that it was her, but if not, it was Jesus, because he did jump in the back of that truck and go.
That is true. I think that this season, there's already been a lot of casualties, but I think we're going to see one more big one. I have been hearing that it's going to be Sasha, because she just signed on for a huge lead role for the new Star Trek series, and her time is going to be a lot devoted towards that, and they might go in the direction of some sort of comic book that I heard where Negan and the Saviors bring back one of Rick's people, but as a walker. And they definitely could do that in the season finale. I don't think anybody's going to bite the dust necessarily. Maybe you see Negan rage out on somebody. Eventually, you'll see the Walking Dead crew. You'll definitely see them maybe acquire the guns back, get those guns back, and then obviously bring everybody together. Tara also has somewhat of a connection to the people at Oceanside. Rick, to a disagree, Rick is linked to Morgan, and Carol is also there, so she has a connection as well. So overall, I think it's going to be a really action-packed season. Just one last question: what's going to be the final scene? What are we going to lastly see? Do we see Negan go over? Do we see our heroes go over in kind of an optimistic way for season 8, or is it kind of an Empire Strikes Back cliffhanger? What are you kind of looking at?
With The Walking Dead, you normally get cliffhangers, because now we're gonna have to wait until October for season 8. I could say something possibly like Negan kills a leader of some group, whether that be he's about to kill Jesus, or Ezekiel, maybe even Shiva, because in the comics he actually sacrifices himself. Somehow a tiger does that. I don't know.
Yep, tigers have feelings.
So maybe we see Negan and Shiva first
Can you imagine freaking Jeffrey Dean Morgan squaring up with that baseball bat to that tiger?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I actually did think about that.
That would be pretty wild, man. And honestly, that's I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, I definitely could see Sasha biting the dust.
Also, I have Eugene captured as well.
Eugene is captured. I did forget about that, and he was one of the ways that they could get bullets made. So he kind of acquired that. That's an asset in his pocket. Do you see Maggie doing anything as part of as the Hilltop leader? Do you think that Gregory guy is going to snitch and squeal, or what do you think is going to happen there?
Well, honestly, I don't understand him at all. He's really two-faced.
Yeah.
I would like to see Maggie step into more of a leadership role.
Yeah.
There, he has experience probably more than anyone there, maybe besides Jesus. So, interesting stuff there. But just like her limits with her being pregnant and whatnot on the show. So I just what can and can't she do?
Will she have that baby? Question mark.
Maybe in season 8. Who knows? But also a point about the Oceanside, Tara. I mean, I have no idea if I'm crossing the line on this channel, but lesbian on the show, and it's all women at the Oceanside, so maybe that could be a connection there. I'm not sure.
Possibly. It's so funny that her girlfriend died over some Orange Crush soda, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to go on with Oceanside. I didn't really care for that episode that much, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
It was kind of lame. Dr. Dre from Straight Outta Compton. I don't even know what's his name anyway on the show. The black guy that has glasses. He plays Dr. Dre from Straight Outta Compton. What's his name? Heath? Yeah, it's Heath, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know where Heath is, and I honestly don't give a damn. Anyways, we've talked about Season 7, and we're probably going to pick up on Walking Dead again, because these are pretty fun. Maybe do like some sort of a countdown video, or and predictions and stuff like that for the finale that's going to come in. What's that? Probably going to be in April-ish, March, April, yeah. Somewhere around there.
Actually, because normally the season finale is on WrestleMania night, and I have to contemplate.
Hey, the season premiere, the mid-season premiere is going to be on the night of the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, yeah.
So that's interesting. Anyway, let's move on to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl, what is it, 51? I think it is, yeah. We've got the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. We're moving in more sports fan 216 territory. Who you got? Give me your prediction right now.
Well, my heart tells me I want the Falcons to win because I despise New England. Mm-hmm. But just the way the Patriots have played in the playoffs has been dominant. Coming out of the half, they have really destroyed teams in the third quarter. If you guys watched the game against Houston and Pittsburgh, the third quarter was very crucial. So that's a big question for the Falcons' defense. I mean, the Patriots have questions on the offensive line as well. But also, that leaves a lot of variables coming into what happens with Julio Jones and what. But, I mean, I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm going to take the Falcons. Now.
You're going with the Falcons. Final score?
I say it's going to be high scoring.
Okay.
Offense of Atlanta. I've seen them play twice this year, for sure. If you guys saw my channel when they played the Panthers, I would also in the playoffs have seen them. But yeah, I mean, they're probably the best opening drive team. So if they get the ball first, they're going to probably go down and score. And the Patriots' offense is good. So I think we're going to see a shootout in Houston, in my opinion. So I'm probably going to say 37-34 Atlanta.
Wow, that is a very, very tight game. That's going to be a really good one if it's definitely that score. And I really want to see the Atlanta Falcons win. I was just in the Atlanta airport, and they were advertising the hell. Matty Ice, the NFC champions, Julio friggin' Jones. I mean, there's a lot of hype surrounding the Falcons with being the best offense in the league, and they're going up against the best defense in the league of the New England Patriots, and I can't wait to see how both of these teams collide. The Falcons definitely deserve it. The Packers couldn't run the table. The Packers ran out of gas, and the Falcons capitalized on that. And now going up against this Patriots team that's been looking pretty solid. They look good against the Pittsburgh. They were a little shaky at first against Houston, but now they're really good, and they're ready to go. And in this one, as much as I want them Falcons to win, I'm going to go with the New England Patriots. You can't bet. It's hard to bet against Tom Brady and that New England Patriots team. And I think the final score, I think they're going to halt Atlanta. I think that's going to be too much for Atlanta in like their first Super Bowl in a very long time. And I think that they kind of not necessarily choke under the lights, but they are limited under the lights. I think the Atlanta Falcons will show up, but it will be it's gonna be 28 to a grand total of 17. So there you go. Patriots hold down the Falcons. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I hope that I'm wrong, and I hope that you are correct on this one. But you're gonna see Tom Brady hold up that Lombardi Trophy. At the end of the day, people are gonna be mad, and that's all there is to it. That really is.
Just imagine what it's going to be like a big FU. Roger Goodell handing Tom Brady the Super Bowl trophy.
Oh yeah, that would be very, very good. I would love to see like the facial expression on Tom Brady when Roger Goodell has to present the said trophy. My God, that would honestly be hilarious to watch. And now, predictions for we're just going to do this real quick. Predictions for your Redskins. I know you're a big Redskins fan, so what's your predictions for next year? Because, just kind of give people a preview of what, about your channel and what you kind of cover and how the Redskins are your team.
The Redskins, I don't know if they're even going to have Kirk Cousins next year. I've heard so many rumors about him possibly leaving. I've even heard him going to the Browns. The Browns need a quarterback.
Oh, God.
Desperately. Jimmy Garoppolo from the Patriots has also been rumored in that. Free agency, he will be a free agent. Depends on how much the Redskins want to pay him. Will Josh Norman have a just as good second year in D.C.?
Yeah.
Over Maryland. And can they make the play? This year they fell short. Coming off their Week 17 loss to the Giants, Odell Beckham actually bested Josh Norman in that one. What will they do with that good division? I know we got Dallas, Prescott, and Zeke are. They already got their rookie year down pat.
Yep.
So looking forward to another year, and they don't want to choke again. Then also got the Giants. You never know with them. Philadelphia, they're a question mark. Then you got the Redskins. So I'm looking forward to next year in the NFC East for sure.
Let me ask you a question now. Would you be upset if somehow, some way, Tony Romo is wearing the maroon and yellow and stuff? Would you be upset if that man Tony Romo came to Washington?
Yes, very upset.
You? All right, that's awesome. Okay, I was just wondering because I didn't know about that. There's been a lot of rumors about Tony Romo. I think he's gonna stay in Dallas, but
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see. Now that was a nice little discussion there. I think the next time that you're gonna see us talk about the NFL is when the draft comes around. Which will be, we can talk about the top 10 draft pick. Also, Walking Dead will be ending by that point. So that'd be a perfect time. And WrestleMania 33 will just have happened. So that'll be a great time. Once again, we'll do another podcast together for sure. But that's going to wrap it up for us. You heard our predictions for the Super Bowl, our prediction for the mid-season, the final rest of the 8 for The Walking Dead, and not only that, but Seth Rollins' injury. Comment down below what you liked about this podcast. Leave a like if you like this video. If you do, that would be very, very well. That would be very fantastic. If you subscribed, if you're already subscribed, I really appreciate that. But not only that, if you're subscribed to the Sports Fan 216, that is awesome. He's producing really, really good content. And please show some love to his channel. He's just starting a new channel. He's had it out for a couple months now, but he's definitely on the rise. And get him up to 100 subs, definitely. Oh, well, let's hope by the summertime, possibly, or near the end of the summer. But would love to see this. Love to see his channel grow. He does lots of really good videos, and sometimes he doesn't get noticed as well. And he's overlooked. And he's underrated. So check him out. Link will be in the description box below, and all types of good stuff. I think just thanks for watching. We'll have another podcast. It'll be me and the pick, and then after that, it's a mystery. You could see John from Anything Goes Show. You could see TJ Rules, or you could see a different guest. If you would like to be a guest on the 146 podcast, leave a comment in the comment section below. And that's really it for me. We can talk about that later. Maybe leave some questions for a future podcast. If you want to see Zack back on here again, feel free to tell us how the quality is. There's lots of good feedback. We'd love to hear back from you. And are there any closing thoughts, any closing moment, prayer, whatever you got to say to end this podcast out?
Well, I just want to have a little cheap plug here.
Okay.
I will be doing a WrestleMania video coming up, and also, no offense to you, but I will be doing a Super Bowl preview of my own.
Oh my God, traitor!
And along with the Super Bowl recap. And Coach K came back for Duke. He'll be returning against Pittsburgh on Saturday, so I will be doing a game recap for that one as well. And again, subscribe to my channel. My Twitter handle is the same as my channel name. Also follow me on there for live tweets of wrestling, Raw, SmackDown, NXT pay-per-views, etc. And that's all for me. Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, man, you got it. Royal Rumble, Day in Life. We're going to stick with plugs. Royal Rumble Day in the Life coming up soon. Lots of interesting vignettes that you will see very, very soon. And I'm interested about that. Hope you are as well. 1K, baby. 1K. We're on our mother a flippin' way.